Hey guys, Bob Ferngren back with another 8-minute call. Got the kids with me, and so they may make some noise. We're on the way to the gym. No more noise, that's fine. Don't do it anymore. Thank you. Thank you very much. In any case, we've been talking about manifestation. In other words, getting what you want. And what this is forcing me to do is study more and more and more. And what the algorithms do is give you more and more information on it. And I'm more than ever, I'm believing that it's all about science. It's all about science. And certainly you have to believe in that science, and you have to have the faith that it's going to come true. But today I want to talk to you about self-talk. Because here's the reality. You can have a great vision board. You can be sitting there thinking, to be able to go on trips to the islands and pay cash, to have a cash Christmas, to not use an alarm clock, to not worry about being in traffic. In other words, money is no longer an issue. That's really the ultimate goal. As I was growing and learning and becoming more, it was really, the goal was that money would never be an issue. If I wanted to go to a certain restaurant, if I wanted to give a certain amount, if I wanted to go on a certain trip, I just didn't factor in the money. The money was there. And so that's a wonderful goal. And what I want to talk to you about today is self-talk. And especially you doubters and naysayers and dream stealers, you're destroying your preferred. Don't you have a preferred better future? If you have a preferred better future than the one you have right now, post that down below. You know, we get one life, it goes by fast, and when you say things like, yes, I'm writing my goals down, yes, I have a vision, yes, I have a purpose, yes, I have a vision board, yes, I say my goals, but you know, I don't know if this will work for me. Nothing's really worked for me. I have a great friend I'm not naming because I hope she watches these videos and I hope she watches this one, that has incredible gifts from God, and the gift of music, and the gift of intelligence, and the gift of a wonderful, sweet personality. And you know, we talked to this person about a lot of things, and it's but I have someone who did really well in a business of mine, but they put a ceiling on their business by adding to it. Well, I've never been able to do that. Well, of course you're never going to be able to do that. Remember, you have this reticular activating system. It's taking in ridiculous amounts of data, and you can hold between maybe 50 and 100 parts of millions of data. There's millions of bits of data in front of me, from trees to signs to that person walking, to that car that just cut in front of us, to the colors blue and green, and that school over there, and those cars, that blue car. It's just everywhere, right? You can't deal with all that. And you can really only, in a finite way, deal with a few things at a time. So your reticular activating system is working hard for you. Working hard to help you filter out all that noise, so that really what you end up seeing and what you end up receiving, seeing and receiving, is that which you want to. And then when you're starting to see more of what you want, let's talk about that reticular activating system. I love this analogy, and this definitely happened to us on the very car I'm driving. When we got this car, we had already made up our mind we wanted to get a Jeep. I've been very happy with Jeeps. They performed well for me personally throughout the years. I've had probably 4 or 5 of them. So I said, you know, I really believed I wanted a Jeep. All I saw were Jeeps. They were just kind of everywhere, like, oh, everybody's got a Jeep. Now, I have a Jeep. And as a matter of fact, I'm in traffic right now. And I don't see very many Jeeps because I already have a Jeep. I'm not thinking I want a Jeep. I have a Jeep. But when we were, getting close to getting this Jeep, I saw them everywhere. And, there were certain things about this Jeep, and then I started seeing the colors that I wanted and those type of things. Guys, this works. I'm telling you. This works so well, it's ridiculous. What you're seeing and seeing more of is what you're thinking about. So you have to program your brain and start with the easiest thing. What's coming out of your mouth? Yes, Gabby. What's coming out of Gabby's mouth now? She's singing. She is 1 year old though. To me, one of the easiest things, and I was a negative naysayer, a big time negative naysayer for most of my life. But when I started telling myself things like, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am favored, I am good, I am deserving, I am in possession of, I am grateful for, I deserve that, I work hard so I'm going to get it. I believe that my God is great and nothing's impossible for him. And if it's his will and something I want, it's going to happen. If it's not his will, then something better is going to happen. And so I kept telling myself this stuff. And by the way, I did over 100 plus affirmations a day about specific things about myself and things that I wanted. And guys, everything in my life, I've manifested. Everything. What I thought about myself, what I believed, that thing right back there. Say hi, Mike. Hi. That noisemaker back there. I don't know if you can see her, maybe in her mirror. I mean, I love them more than anything, and I wanted them more than anything, and here they are. And I'm 7 decades on the planet, and I'm raising a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Not by myself. I'm married to a beautiful woman. She's playing tennis. I wanted a tennis playing wife. She had never played tennis before in her life. Now, I didn't force her to do that, but I played a lot of tennis with her. Now she's a star. I wanted an athletic wife. She's wonderfully athletic. I wanted smart. I wanted beautiful. I wanted blonde hair. I wanted, all the things that I manifested that by telling myself great things, by being grateful, and we're going to talk more about this, when those things were put right in front of me, like my wife, do you think I wasted that opportunity to get to know her the first time I met her? Heck no. I made my moves and I went for it. Guys, talk to yourself like you love yourself, not like you hate yourself. Talk to yourself like you deserve it. God bless. Have a great day.